3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean beneath us, the To Zee, my new home. In the To Zee, new is all you have and all you know. I was nothing more than a philosopher, a doubter who simply took the time to think about the things of the world. There's nothing left for me on the surface, so the depths is where my future lies. The To Zee contains my new thoughts, new ideas, and new stories. I would like to write one more masterpiece, and the depths will provide my content. After purchasing my ship and hiring a crew, I was about to make my final preparations before setting sail when a young messenger ran to me asking, Captain, an irregularity in the harbor master's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore. I suppose my name means nothing down here in the Neath. I'm a captain now, and that's all they need to know me by. Captain will do perfectly, ashore as well as at sea, thank you. My name, by the way, Isaiah Dervin. After securing my coat and hat, I proceeded to check in at the Admiralty Survey Office to see if there was anything I could offer to help them. Having a goal sounds better than wandering aimlessly through the Zee. I learned of Gator's Mourn, located in the Corsair's Forest. There's some information there, and apparently information is quite the commodity down here. I returned to the inn I was staying at to grab my things and saw today's papers. What strange things are considered news down here? Raised taxes on love stories. The Empress forbids singing in the streets outside of her palace. A drinking fountain was maliciously exploded for an unknown reason, and a hive of wasps were killed. Is everywhere in the To Zee this way? Or is London fallen in more than one way? I make my way onto the ship and introduce myself to the crew, most notably a ferret lying across my desk, who I had originally perceived as dead. I tried to lift its spirits and play with it, but to no avail. Its dead eyes spoke of more sorrow and despair than any animal should. The medic on board is nice enough, though I question his experience in medicine. I asked the surgeon of his ambitions, what he hopes to accomplish at Zee.
The Chalonate, he quickly responded. You know it? They collect corpses, vast, noble, complicated corpses. What I could learn, what I could see! My dearest captain, if we ever find ourselves in Chalonate, I do hope you might see fit to release me from our arrangement.
Spending the rest of my life with the dead is hardly anything I would ask for, but I can respect his passion. With our hopes set for Gator's Mourn, we proceed out to Zee, the maiden voyage as captain. The light of fallen London dimmed quickly as strange landmasses appeared before me, mostly small islands with nothing of interest. I can hear Zee-bats cry out from distant, unseen ships. Finally, substantial light appears before us, but before we can make any sense of the island, a Zee-beast emerges. We back away slowly, hoping it leaves us alone, while buying time to figure out how to properly manage our cannons. Thankfully, we only sustained minor damage to the hull, and proceeded to the docks of Mutton Island at the port of Quaker's Haven. I decided to take the crew and walk along the shore before entering town, help us get acquainted with each other and our newly executed voyage. Before long, a figure appears in the distance. A woman in an iridescent green gown waves vaguely from a rock near the shore. Sorrowful sighs waft across the water towards us. An idiot castaway? A mermaid? Of course not. Mermaids are a preposterous myth. I call out to her, but she doesn't respond. But she clearly needs some assistance. As we draw near, a fanged mouth rears from the water, big enough to bite a boat in half or swallow a pig. The woman contorts and slides into the water. She's the tip of the monster's tail. Our only option is to run. The beast's neck snakes out and snaps up one of our crewmen who is falling behind. The rest of us scramble inland. It submerges, eyeing us with reptilian malice. A Zee serpent that masquerades as a lady. Well, that's a tale to tell. Once we've caught our breath, we proceed to the local pub, the Cock and Magpie. I spend the remainder of our money treating the crew to dinner. It's the least I could do. Fresh rubbery lumps are the local favorite. They pride themselves in its preparation. Truth be told, it's better than the name would imply. As we return to the ship, a yellow-eyed, mangy, piebald cat winds around my ankles like a manacle chain. I've never seen a cat look so hungry. As soon as I pick it up, it scurries off into the darkness of the ship. An hour later, 5 brutally executed rats are found on the foredeck. This wretched Mog seems more happy on the ship, so I excuse the ferret of its duties. He didn't seem to mind, and he won't be missed.